Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Fantasy Age of Green Run Publishing. I am Jahananan.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. But tonight, I'll be reprising my role as Cedric, the appraiser of Koath, a dwarven assassin.
I'm A.D. Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I am reprising my role as Harzar Steelflame, the Drakish Orcish envoy of the Nagami tribe. Don't worry, they will forget that name in about 5 minutes.
It does happen, especially from me, Aaron Bamier, because I forget everything, except for the fact that I'm a game designer sometimes, and also sometimes doing this, which is playing Temopab, the bodyguard, the goat person bodyguard for Arzar Steelflame. That was just... Couldn't remember, I'm sorry.
Forgetting
Didn't make a minute.
Is way funnier. I'm not gonna forget 10 minutes. I'm gonna forget right now.
That's exactly it. Try to stay on brand if I can.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
I don't even bother trying to learn the name. I'm just gonna forget. So it's like,
I'm just that forgettable, I guess.
Hey, I wrote them down this time. I will get them right this time. From going forward.
I have
I've
no
had
cards.
them
I'm
written
cheating.
down, and then I always try to say them, but then I stall so long trying to find where they're written down that you guys just end up saying them anyways, and so I just kind of feel like an asshole at the end of it all. And I get confirmation from Corbinian.
That you're an
Whoops, I said
asshole?
that out loud.
He said you kind of are, but he said it under his breath, but just enough. I vibed it.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Am I supposed to say something? Yeah, it's me. Hi everybody. I'm the game master.
Hi, Jahan. Everybody says it once out at home. Everybody, hi, Jahan. That's a thing. Whenever we start doing these live, when you say, hi, I'm Jahan.
I'm feeling
Everyone.
shy
Happened
today,
every time.
so if you want me to run, you have to clap. If you believe in Jahan.
Woo! I clap it. I believe in Jahan. Yeah, I believe in Jahan.
Somebody wasn't doing it. Somebody doesn't believe. Oh man, I have no idea how. I don't want to commit to this bit, so I'm not gonna.
First he calls me a shitbag, and then he won't clap for you. There's no pixie dust.
It's no end. It's no end to
Corbinian's
it.
not. He's not on the bandwagon.
I thought
tonight.
Canadians were polite.
To those that deserve it.
Oh.
Just wait
Dang.
until the dooms start flowing. I believe boons will come our way, and you'll be showered with nothing but doom for your antics.
I'm not saying anything. Nope.
Do boons carry over? Speaking of boons, like, do we have ours from last session?
Yeah, if you got him, you got him.
Cool.
Jerks. All right. So you guys are in the Bevan Township investigating tales of plague and war, trying to find your way in the world. All of you have your different agendas. But the long and short of it is you went to the temple of the Triumvirate, and there you sensed evil lurking in the crypts. Upon investigation, you have found the crypt where they are keeping their bodies that they have yet to have time to burn. There is something afoot down there. You go into the crypt. It is not the biggest. There in the corner is a mostly neatly stacked pile of plague victim bodies. And amongst them, you see the yellow eyes of some sort of horned red creature. About this big. Not very big. Maybe like a foot. If that. But they are looking at you. One of them, I believe, when we last left off, actually. Let's see if I have that written down. Yeah, Gary
Spoke
got
in
hit,
infernal
I think.
tongues.
Yeah, they spoke in infernal tongues that Temo can kind of understand.
I took a shot at one. It looks
That's
like
what spooked it out, yeah.
Looks like I rolled a 16, and then I rolled some damage after that. Is what it looks like happened at the end
Yes,
of
you
the
hit
thing.
one of them, and then I didn't do anything. But yeah, so we are probably... Yeah, we should probably just do initiative. So go ahead and roll your initiative.
Bang.
Damn.
Priest Lightning.
Dang.
We almost all rolled stunt points. Not that it matters, because I rolled like bananas, but I did roll stunt points with my bananas roll.
They're stunt bananas.
If you have 4, you could seize.
I'd like to spend my one stunt point.
Wait, you got some points too? Oh, yeah, you did. You and Temo.
Yeah, I rolled a 1/6.
I could
one. I'll go ahead
seize. I don't know. I mean,
Technically.
we're tied anyway, Harzar. Oh, no, but it's against them too, yeah.
Yep.
If I can seize, then I'll seize.
I mean,
'Cause-
technically initiative doesn't generate stunt points, but fine.
Oh, no, it doesn't. You're right. Yeah, because that's only on the actual combat room.
I think I.
Oh, is it? Oh.
I think I'll let you guys sometimes, but I don't know. What do you think? Yeah.
I actually think this is one of the few times where narratively it makes a little bit of sense.
Makes a little bit of sense. Because, I mean, if all you want to do is get the initiative, I guess.
Yeah, because the only one you really could get at for rolling initiative is like, do you have four? Well, actually, that's not true. If you have one or more, if you have at least one stunt point, you can at least make your first test have a buff because of the boost thing. Because
I
second
don't
ed does
think
that.
per the rules they actually generate during initiative roll, though. That's just sort of a homebrew thing.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
is it? Oh.
But, yeah, you can go first. There, Timo.
Okay, cool. Then I'll do that. So I'm gonna step forward and whack that little impish bastard, the one that shot my friend, with my axe.
Excellent. Go ahead. Oh, everyone's been booed. What's up, Penguin?
Oh,
You
sweet.
can't start the stream
Yeah.
with initiative. It's scary. Wonderful warrant.
I only got. I'm gonna reroll the one because with that boon, because I did have one from last time also.
Let me see. What did you get there? Oh, you're gonna reroll.
An
Oh,
11.
You should probably do that.
Yeah.
Hello, Penguin.
Penguin
Welcome
just
to
got
the
done
stream.
watching our Thursday appearance.
I see that. I actually called Penguin out in that stream. Penguin said I wasn't in there, but now Penguin heard the call out. So look how that
Let's try that
works. It
again.
came full circle.
Oops, wrong button.
Wow.
2, so it's a 12.
12. So, unfortunately, that misses. It's not even
Whoosh.
not even close. You'll
Dang.
swing at this creature, and as soon as you do, it takes flight, and it's just very quick and darting through the air. You weren't expecting it. You chop into one of these plague bodies instead.
Gross.
Nothing wrong with that though. Nice juicy corpse. Everybody loves that. With your, what'd you say you got? 12 altogether.
Mm-hmm.
A 12 doth butter no parsnips.
That's what they say.
They do?
That one is going to attack you. It's going to, yeah, it's gonna fly near you. It's gonna open up its little chomper teeth. It's got rows of little needles in its little red mouth.
That's fun.
What's your defense?
12.
100.
It's going to swoop past you and try to bite you, and it's going to come up as it misses you and hiss at you. It's going to like be muttering things in its demon language. You can kind of pick a few things that it's saying out. It's calling you like an idiot. It's stupid. Why are you
That's
so
just mean.
big? There's no point to it, you big dummy. Another one is going to fly out of the corpse pile with a similarly bad roll, because I'm rolling bad all of a sudden. And then,
Nice.
Hazar Steel Flame.
How many of them are there that seem to be attacking? It's just the two?
You see two right now. You saw more than two sets of eyes, though.
I am going to move up to the one attacking Timo and jab at it with my spear.
Excellent.
15.
I assume you're talking about the first one that she... Yeah. So, 15 hits. With a 15 hit for a
4 damage.
Alrighty. This one
And-
previously was shot by Gary. As you stab it, it's weird. You hit it, and its skin just sort of is taut against your spear tip. It has the thick skin.
Was it close enough that I didn't need a miner to get up to it, or did I need to eat my miner to move up to it?
Like, did you have to move at all? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, did I have to move a
You
significant
did have to
amount,
move.
Yeah, okay. That's it for me then.
You had to do one turn's worth of walking to walk across the room, essentially. Alrighty, there is a third one that's going to emerge and confront this new combatant, whose name shall be Hazar. What's your Um, defense?
10.
10. Alrighty. It's going to bite you
Ow.
for 2 damage, but it has stunt points. So it's going to bite you, and as it does so, it stings you with its little tail that you're just now seeing on its little butt. Its little scorpion tail. It's going to dive into your flesh. Make a Constitution save.
Is this some sort of toxin? Because I have the focus of tolerance.
It is a toxin.
16.
You, the poison just kind of falls out of your wound as you seem to be resistant to whatever that thing's packing. Cedric, Gem Fist.
I'm worried that more and more of these things may come out and overwhelm us. So I would like to make some kind of perception check to look around and see if there's an adjacent room to run to, a door that we can close or something and get behind.
You already explored this room, so I mean, it's just this one chamber, and there's an adjoining chamber. Neither is very big, and neither has a door. There is a gate to the stairs, but it's open as you just came through there.
But if we went into this, I would have to go to the next room to see the next room.
No, you already went in there last session.
And it's just a dead end.
It's a dead end.
Okay.
It's just this is just it's a corpse hole. It's a fancy corpse hole, essentially. They just dug a hole and they inter people in the walls here. It's not very big.
All right.
It's not a very big town.
Thank you for the read description. It's been a minute
It's
since
been
I've been in
a
the
week.
scene.
Yeah.
All right. Now that I'm back in the scene, there's no reason for us to stay down here hunting these damn things. Let's get out of here. And I'll fall back towards the stairs, towards the gate, and take a shot at the first guy, the one I've already shot, because I've already got him marked as a target.
Yes.
So I'll take the aim action for the +2 and give him a little blasty blast. It'd be a
Nice.
19 with the +2.
That's it.
Do they have 3 deck or less than 3 decks?
No.
Yeah, I think I asked this last time
Yeah.
too. There's my 2d6 +4, so he takes 6 damage. Rolled as low as I possibly could. I'll immediately use my boon that I got from Avenging Penguin
To completely reroll your damage.
reroll damage.
Okay.
I'll take the 10. That's a lot better.
That's what, 4 more? Alright. So this time
And
the bolt significantly
Before you're
scrapes
done,
across.
I
his
get
chest.
+2 also from the Assassin
additional
Oath of
force.
Bound Shadows.
Yeah, it's gonna scrape across his chest pretty good, exposing his little demon ribs. He'll let out a ah, like a squawk almost, a really high pitched like yelp. It does not enjoy this. Back to the top of the order, Temo Pap. Bap.
Hearing what Cedric said, I'm gonna try and well, mostly staying close to Harzar, of course, but I'm gonna try and see if I can reposition a little bit to be more of a barrier between them, me, and then allies. But just while we make that shuffle, I'm gonna take a step in with another axe attack. 15. Does that
That is a hit.
hit? Cool. Part of me wants to throw a boon on it just to get more stunt points. Anyway, the one is cool though. We'll run with that.
One stunt
And-
point looming. What you gonna do?
Let's see.
I really gotta look at I need to look at the new stunts.
I'm doing a quick look here. I will stay aware then. So let's make a little target number 11 perception test. And the point being is, again, kind of listening to what Cedric said about there being more. I want to know
Oh,
if...
stay aware is a good one. Wow, I like that. All right, yeah, go ahead and make that perception check.
13, that's a success.
That is
So
a
yeah,
success.
Does it look like that could be what's happening? Is there like a bunch rolling around in there?
So you don't see a lot of them. You see some glowing in the pile. You definitely notice that there's something going on behind the pile that would be worth investigating.
Okay.
That's going to be your new piece of information, but I'm also going to allow you to have a +1 on your next test to look at stuff.
Cool.
Because I'm encouraging you to investigate what's back there, essentially.
Okay, so yeah, I note that in my mind as I put my shoulder into this swing for 17 points of damage
Same
on. Yes,
So
mostly because he's bothering me,
you
especially.
shoot this one as it screams out and like flies into the middle of the room and just whack, cloven in two. This imp just gets split. There's a little burst of fire as he pops, but his meat like hits the ground all floppy like.
That's split in half. That's half a kill for you and half a kill for me.
I'll take it as long as it's dead. Thing was annoying me. There's another one in the room, right? Is there one or two more?
There's two more flying. One of them goes before Corbinian. Corbinian, suck it. You've been hit. But no stunts this time. No poison. One of them just like flies up on you, like grabs your arm, bites you. So you just have one clinging on you. Take another 2.
Ow.
As you feel,
Oh,
feel tiny needles enter your flesh.
Both times I just realized I took no damage
Because
because
you
my
have armor. So yeah, this thing's just mine on your scales. It can't get through your thick, draconic hide. But it is your turn.
Oh no, that's just my regular armor.
Oh, well, it's chewing on your leather armor then. It's all wet.
I see no reason
to
to step back from the weak, clap my hands together, and I produce my musket, and I shoot one of them.
Alrighty, you want to shoot the one that just went and bit you, or the one that hasn't gone yet?
Oh, the one that hasn't gone yet.
Alrighty,
14 to hit.
you're gonna keep it. It's a miss.
Yeah, I'll boon and add +2. It should hit it.
Add a +2. Boom! You nail this thing. You crack it right between its little imp neck and chest. It's right there, right here. Let's see how it does. That's 6.
I'll spend a second boon to reroll
Holy
that damage
shit.
because that's
3d6
almost.
+1.
That's,
You got a 6.
there we go.
There you go. Yeah, that's way better. Holy crap. Man,
I think that's the least amount of damage I've ever gotten on any black powder weapon.
It's hilarious.
Across 2 campaigns.
Whapa! This thing's flying around. You take a breath. You crack it mid-flight. It takes a knee. It's gonna land. It's gonna be on the ground for a second here. It is going to grab its hands like this, and you'll hear like a as a fire bolt forms in his hands. He's gonna launch it at Corbinian. What's your defense?
10.
Oh, you're easy to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Take a 6 as a little fire dart. It's not very big, but it's like you feel it's very concentrated. It has like a density to it. This little and it hits you.
I have a nasty burn underneath my armor from the heat.
Yeah, it's kind of like these guys are giving you like pretty mild injuries. It's kind of cute. All right, Cedric.
At this rate, there are 2 left right now.
There are 2 left, correct. One of them just got nailed by a musket.
First one got cut in half.
And is on the ground.
This guy's on the ground. Probably harder for me to shoot a target on the ground with the crossbow.
It's not prone. It's simply
not
landed.
to mention, I have to reload a crossbow.
You do.
So I am going to reload my crossbow. I'm still by the stairs, by the gate. Are any close enough to get to me in one turn? Because I might reposition just to stay away.
You'd have to go up the stairs to guarantee it, but it seems like they're kind of attacking who's attacking them, more or less.
You can buff yourself +1.
I'm gonna step in the stairway. Okay, yeah, I'll use the flavor then. I'll step in the stairway, give myself the +1 defense.
The guard up action.
And I'll like close the gate so I can still see through, but there's a little bit of cover between me and the.
You can shoot through that gate. Yeah.
Yeah, and they could probably crawl through it, but it might be enough to slow them down. So that'll be my sort of one defensive point of action.
Excellent. I like it. Timo Bap. There are 2 remaining. But as you saw before, something's going on behind the corpse pile.
Mm-hmm. There's that one. One of them's in the ground. The other one's still kind of gnawing, or like close to Harzar, right?
Yes, one of them's on the ground. Well, they're both kind of close to Harzar. One of them's like chewing on his armor, and the other one like just got shot and is on the ground.
Though the one the one that threw a firebolt's one that actually seemed to hurt me.
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
The other one just chewing on my armor. It's like, okay, I'm ignoring you.
Yeah. So that one isn't. I'll let that one stay distracted by itself and turn and huck a throwing axe at the one on the ground. Pull it up from here at the minor action. And we're going to re-roll that one. Let's see here. I made a boon thing. So that would be a 12.
12, it will bounce off the ground and go dangerously close to his face. And then he'll be like, ah, shit! He'll lock eyes with you, and then you'll hear him make like a little like fear toot. Like, he's just kind of scared.
Like little nerdlings. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. The one that's chewing on your armor, Hazar, he's going to fly up to the top of the room and throw a firebolt at Little Miss Thing. Give me a second here. Not for any sinister using it at all.
I had to do one of those like superhero blocks, with my forearm.
You put up your forearm.
With the mysterious bracer.
Mm-hmm.
You have a
I just
mysterious
do the
bracer?
thing where I stick my chest out like Zangief.
There you go.
The one that flies up launches a pretty significant sized little fireball at you for 8.
Yeah, so it's more of like one of these like brace actions, but I take 4 from my armor.
Nice.
Or I block 4 down to 4. As the
good.
Flame hits, yeah.
It dissipates a little bit. It hits up your armor, and that's what hurts you at the end of the day. So that was the one that goes before Hazar, which means Hazar goes next. So Hazar Steel Flame.
Unfortunately, I didn't get any stem points, so I'd have to burn a whole action just to reload it.
I just realized you're a Dragonborn Orc hybrid.
Yep.
It means you're a dork.
Uh-huh.
I just realized
Corbinian will remember this.
That's true.
I'm
still waiting for you to get Gary back for leaving you on Arrakis.
It's
You
coming.
just nailed his character's childhood right there in a nutshell. That's why they don't like non-Draken folk and non-orcs.
They call them dwarfs.
These things are nothing in the face of our power. We will eat them where they stand. I will spend 2 minor actions to offer my words of inspiration to my allies.
Oh, yeah.
All who heard my words gain 1d6 plus communication and health, because you... but it doesn't give more than that. It doesn't give more than your max. But it heals. 5 plus 4, so 9.
But
And...
you gain 9 health.
And you both gain +2 on your next test.
Wow.
It's one of my once per encounter abilities.
Encounter abilities are an interesting addition to Age. I like it. Yeah.
Oh, but that's my whole turn. I have to burn. It's expensive. I have to burn 2 miners to do it.
The imp on the ground that almost died. He's gonna start muttering. He's gonna say something in his language. Aaron, you understand? He's like, man, that's kind of grandiose. We're just imps. He's going to fly over the corpse pile and go back there and disappear.
There, that one. There's something behind that pile. I'll just kind of shout with this as it goes in.
Cedric. There's only one visible now. And it's flying
Let us
towards the
feast.
ceiling.
Let the shadows eat them alive. And I'll make this guy my mark. And
When you look at him, he's looking at you going... Because I feel like imps are like that.
the shadows around him are forming into like monsters, like toothed monsters. I don't know if you're familiar with the Darkness character of the comic book. There's like the
very much
gooey
am.
shadow tooth monsters. Yeah, there's sort of that kind of 2D thing going on behind him. As I fire my bolt
Plus
for
2.
12 plus 2. That's right, 14.
Plus whatever Mark does.
You want to post it up, Eddie?
I don't have any more boons, and I can't aim because I mark action on this turn. So I can't take the aim action. They're both minors, or they're both actions.
Yeah.
So all I can do is my attack action and my death mark, and the death mark just adds damage, not accuracy, I don't think.
It's going to stick in the ceiling. And he'd be like, he's going to look at it and be like, wow!
That thing's as big as my body.
He's going to grab it and like hang from it and like look at you. He's going to like make eyes with you.
I'm going to open the gate and just start walking straight at him now.
Nice. Temo Bap.
This one I'm going to try and grab. If I can.
It's not a very tall room, so you could probably reach him.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll try to grab. How do I do that?
Fighting check.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Surprising.
It's the exact same thing I rolled, and you also have the +2 from Corbinian, but it also makes it a 14.
Would you have had? Did you need to move to get up to it? Because maybe you could have aimed for +1 to grab it. Makes it 15.
Oh no, it's an opposed check.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why you grab him. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I rolled bad. Yeah. You're not rolling against his defense. Otherwise, yeah, you're right. That would have missed.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Fighting check's different than a shooty shoot.
Yeah, he tried to use his dex to get out of the way, and he did not because I rolled 2 1s over here.
That's pretty good. You get stump points for that.
I mean, I got an 11, so it's not bad, but it doesn't beat a 12. So you have him. You grab him off the ceiling. Hey, put me down, you jerk.
I say, help us move the bodies, shows what's behind, behind that pile of corpses.
There's nothing back
You
there.
little wretch.
There's nothing back there, you're crazy.
I want to tighten my grip. You can die instead.
Okay, give me an intimidation check here.
That's just communication, right?
It is, but I would argue you could use your strength if you wanted to.
I think it's strength when you're intimidating.
It
I do
is
this.
actually in this system.
Okay.
It says it can be used as strength in the rules.
You squeeze him. He's like, ah! It's where we're
It's like
working.
a stress toy.
It's where we're conducting our. Well, we're brewing. We're brewing stuff.
Show me.
He's gonna look at you like he's not sure. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna release him when he says, "Okay."
You're gonna just let him go?
Well, like, so he can show us. Like, I want him to do half
point
the
with his
work
little
for
arm.
us.
Yeah, I mean, this is sort of out of initiative, right? I bet there's a ready action to snatch him again if he tries to run. As she sets
You
him
can try.
down.
You can try again. So he immediately goes, "Ha, sucker!" and tries to fly away, like right away. Like no, he doesn't even try to pretend like he was gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's no way he wouldn't try to immediately escape. So go ahead. You can try to grab him again. I rolled just as bad.
Even better.
Jesus!
22 with 4 stunty
Oh,
boys. Oh my goodness.
So you grab him by his little tail. He's like, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
fine, come on."
Hey, but I'm keeping the tail, and I'm just gonna keep the tail, but like give him enough give to move toward.
He's gonna
Let him
flap
like on a
his-
leash
He's gonna
almost.
flap his little wings towards the pile.
Yeah, he's a meat balloon.
You should tie his
Exactly
tail
it.
to your belt or something.
You get around the pile of corpses, and you see there's a hole in the wall concealed by it. He's gonna be like, "I don't think you'll fit past the bodies. I'll have to move them."
You look strong.
You big dummy.
For sure, you can move a couple bodies.
He's gonna think
If
about
we
it.
were dummies, we would have killed you, and we would have had to do the work ourselves. Get to digging.
I reload my musket.
He'll try to move the bodies, but you see him not do it. He's not effective at this.
Just mutter something under my breath. If you move, I'm gonna let you go. But if you move, then actually, yeah. If he moves, Harzar, shoot him. You think? Because what else do we need you for from here anyway, Imp?
I point the musket at him.
I can show you all kinds of things. Only Aaron understands what he's saying, really. But every now and again, he'll lever common insult. But you're gonna have to move these bodies first.
Okay, we're gonna have to move the bodies
He's
to
good.
get into what he's seeing.
He's gonna grab one of these plague people and wipe his hand on their tongue and be like, "Ooh, gonna get you the plague."
I cock the hammer back on the musket when he does that motion.
He'll like cower.
He touches me, he dies.
If I could
Absolutely.
sneeze, I would.
I'm gonna move these bodies and try and make a space. You guys might want to step back. There's something behind here we're gonna need that we need to see.
Because I don't want to play Plague Tale and I don't want to be like, hot potato, don't touch the corpse. I'm just gonna say you avoid touching them. Because I don't want to make 1,000 rolls to see if you get the plague.
You just do one roll.
I'm not saying, yeah. After you're done with your exposure event,
True.
I'll see if you get it. But yeah,
Well, it's not like the freaking Darkspawn plague. God, one roll, you're gone.
screw
Freaking
that.
Dragon Age.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do? Roll 3 ones? Your character's dead now. What? No, just dead. You're gone.
You're dark
Sorry.
spawn now, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm against those kinds of things, at least in the beginning.
Yeah.
But once you guys are like
That's fine.
heroes and shit, then instant death spells and shit. are
Or
all-
or purposely went into a place. It's like, yo, we went into the Darkspawn thing. I told you not to.
How many plague
so you're
victims
gonna
did you
die.
lick?
It's kind of cool if it's like 3 or 4 sessions in, like it would be for Dragon Age. Like you're established characters, and now you have to take the test to become Great Wardens.
That was pretty.
But
That was pretty
also,
cool.
but also
That's cool,
you're
yeah.
right. In a campaign, it's cool to make it like a thing that only one person can choose to do if they seek the power or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna make everybody do it, I think you've got to do it pretty early so that everyone has this cool moment together. Otherwise, you let one person do it. I think. That way
one person
everyone
later
doesn't
on,
die.
yeah. That could be fun. Yeah, I've never actually looked at the Dragon Age rules for Age. I imagine they're similar.
I could go on at length, but I'll save you.
But yeah, you put your weapon. What weapon do you
Yeah,
have?
go ahead and it's the axe.
Yeah, the
Sort of
axe.
slide it back onto its little catch, and then
I thought you had a big sword.
actually take
too.
this second to grab my throwing axe that I hucked across the room.
Oh yeah.
Might
So I
need
don't
that.
forget that. And then slide that into its catch, and then I start moving bodies.
You start moving bodies. They kind of fall once you pry them off the wall. They just kind of tumble, and like we'll say, Cedric, you take a step back, you'll be like, like one of them rolls a little too close to you. But it's okay. They're funny. They're funny bodies. They're all smiling. I don't know.
These are all imps, right?
The bodies?
I mean, no, there's a couple of imp bodies too, though, as well.
Oh.
There is the split in half imp, and that is it so far.
Yeah, because one ran away.
One ran away.
We have this realm ran. They don't like fade into ash or anything. I want proof that we're devil killers. So I'm going to take the two.
I
halves of the
have decided no. I've decided demon
Okay.
parts stay.
Yeah, I'm picking up the two parts of the imp, and I'm just gonna stash them on my belt for now. It's gonna look cool. It's gonna look like we killed two little devils, even though it's just one.
Huh.
Well, it's fun that like it's like, oh, that's why there's no one believes they really exist because they just. But I like the bodies being around. I like that demon parts can infect the world, stuff like that.
It's just harder to render in your first-person shooter.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I can't see that I've got imps on my belt, but you guys can.
Oh, great! Screw my
Mhm,
FPS, why
that
don't you?
works.
Just wait until I get like 300 imps on my belt, and it just
Right.
really screws with your frame rate.
When we're playing the game,
I'm gonna run around
25.
blasting fireworks the whole time, just with all these imps on my belt.
Why am I
Particle
playing a
points,
PowerPoint
particle.
presentation?
All right, I'm done, Jahan. You can play the game again.
That's all good. I'll let you guys. A hole opens up behind this pile of bodies once you move it. It is broken into the brick. Behind there's some sort of opening. There's like a bit of a breeze back there. It's not a continuous breeze. It's just like once you move the bodies, there's like a little bit of air that comes out, and then you can see like a small opening.
Like fist size?
Any of you could fit through it. One at a time.
Is it dark in there?
It is dark in there.
Is there anything within, what is it, 20 feet, 30 feet?
So you would have to go around the corner. It kind of dead ends, and then
It dead ends pretty quickly.
It dead ends pretty quickly, but you can see like it opens up to the right. You just have to stick your head in and look.
Usually I would volunteer to sneak ahead, but they already know we're coming. Whoever goes in is gonna get shot right in the face. Probably with one of those fireballs or whatever hit you.
it sounds like our new imp friend should go first.
What?
Sounds like you should go first.
Gesture with musket.
He's gonna look at all of you. He's gonna puff his chest out. I'm not afraid. He's gonna kind of.
He's puffing his chest out. He's gonna shoot fire.
He has these little baby cloven hooves. Like as terrifying as they could be, imps are kind of fucking adorable. So he's gonna march his little tiny body in there.
Suddenly feel like frog legs. Are imp legs the same?
They're very satyr-like.
Ooh, it's like frog legs, but goat.
It's goat
Mhm.
legs. They
Yeah,
have
they
goat
taste
legs.
great.
What are you saying about my goat legs?
Delicious. That's why your people are going extinct.
Oh
Well.
God.
It's the side quest of this mission. There's a fast food chain that's selling satyr legs. But yeah, so
Boss,
you...
we're running out of Sata legs. We just need any goat thing we can get.
Honestly, all the hooks are there.
All the hooks are there. You guys coming in here or what?
I'm not
Or
second.
following the little. Yeah, I'll be leading the follow behind Imp guy.
He's
I'll
gonna
be
turn
behind
around
too.
and he's gonna be like, "It's real scary." He's just
Real spooky.
endlessly mocking you. But you'll around the corner pretty quickly. You just see bodies in here.
I'm gonna disappear my musket while we're getting in there.
There's no sign of the other imp. Seems to have escaped further down the tunnel, but you see bodies. He's like, "There you go. This is what we were
More-
doing."
Collecting them all? What?
He goes.
I
He
don't know what
goes.
he's saying.
He goes and stands on one of the bodies, and like the closer you get, they look kind of weird. So you can tell that these are plague bodies, and they typically have like the black plague pustule kind of stuff going on. But these ones, their pustules are big and like translucent, and you can see like the juice flowing in there. And he like
These
he steps
bodies-
on one. He starts kicking one of the balloons. He's like, yeah, this is what we're doing.
These bodies look way worse than the rest of them.
Yeah, we've been
That's
doing things to him.
been doing what to them?
Look, and he's like pushing the little balloon, and you see all this like juice jiggling around in there. I can't. I'm underselling how gross it is because it's really gross, but it's top tier gross. What he's doing is disgusting. But as he does it, you can kind of see something weird in there. Like, so you can see the normal plague juices, but you also see like it almost looks like someone put luster dust in there. You know what I'm talking about? Like that edible glitter. You put in alcohol. Yeah.
See, edibles, the word you really didn't need to use there.
I could have just said it looks like there's glitter in there, but I wanted you to have the thought of eating it because it's gross.
Boba tea. Anyway.
You want to see it? He's gonna be like, you want to check it out?
No.
I can
No.
I can get you some.
We need to burn this place
Do with
down.
it.
We're still trying to figure out all the things we could do with it, but well, you can bathe in it. He's gonna knock over one of these bodies. It's gonna hit the ground, and when it does, its balloon face is gonna pop, and you'll see like a little tiny body like come out of it and skitter on the ground. It's like a little tiny little, like even smaller than the imp, but it looks like an imp fetus is just on the ground.
Tim, I'd really like it if that was dead now.
Which one?
I'm gonna stomp a cloven hoof on it.
On the feet.
Yeah. No, there's disgust on my face at this whole scene, and there's no hesitation with that request from Harzar.
You stop on it, and like it makes a squish, and like the imp's gonna cringe, be like, there wasn't even any bones yet. What are you doing?
Oh, and that thing
I'm
too.
glad you did it. If you didn't, I would have.
Hey, whoa! You don't
I'm
have
just gonna
to
pull a.
It doesn't have to be like that.
Except, it can't be like this either. Can it?
Well, I mean, we could have our differences.
I don't think we can when it means how many have been infected by this plague will turn into pus-filled embryotic sacs.
Oh no, they're not all gonna do this.
If they did this, ask them if they can undo it.
We only do this.
So they're not all.
We only do this to the ones that are already dead. You ever tried
Is
to
it more convenient when-
gestate a fetus on a living person? And he's gonna say it like you're an idiot. They notice.
This plague, if you can do it, can you undo it?
What do you
The
mean?
ones that you're not turning into
I didn't have anything to do with
this?
I didn't have anything to do with that.
Is it not because you're doing this? Is that not why we have this plague?
No, we're doing this because you're doing that. He'll say very matter-of-factly.
Somehow worse. And I'm going to translate that. He says we're doing that. He says that they can create these because there's a plague here, not the other way around. There's not a plague happening that they created.
So the plague brought them, and not the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying it's useless to us now?
It might be. Do you have so you're just here taking advantage of well, then if you know, what do you know about this plague? What makes this plague different? I don't think certainly heard no stories of something like this, at least.
Oh, whatever's up with this plague, I don't think I'd had anything to do with it. That's not to say someone didn't, but I mean, don't these things just kind of happen to you mortals?
Master Steelflame, might I speak with you aside for a moment?
I'll just wave and walk back with you a bit.
We'll both look at you. You're gonna be cool with this imp? Yeah, you're gonna be cool with this imp. You already got him. He ain't going anywhere. Alright, we walk over. It's not my preference, but there have been legends of great heroes using imps to their own powers before. They do make great, what's the word? Wizards have them. Familiars. I know that you may not know the ways outside the Valley of the Stars, and I may not understand the use for an imp, but I can promise you there is a use for an imp.
I'm concerned that well, if you can keep it under control and leashed, well, I'm certainly not taking the weak little thing. I have no need of it. And, well, Tim, I suppose, could use a pet if they really wanted one, but I don't know the methods of taking a familiar.
We're gonna look over at Temo. What's the situation over there right now with you and this M? What are you guys up to?
I think at the time, you look over. There's probably like a sort of like a Bart Simpson throttling scene when I've become sick and tired of the imp's incessant comments.
He's probably hitting on you at that point.
It looks like they're getting along
Throttling
great.
scene.
I would hate to disrupt their friendship.
I shrug.
I'll go let her know the good news. Timo, he said you can keep it if you don't want to kill it.
Keep it. Me?
Keep it. This?
I don't know, take it as some sort of familiar or target practice, whatever it is you want to do with it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said familiar.
Target practice could be fun, but it could be nice to have someone else, I suppose, so well acquainted with disease. Wait till you meet our other friend. That could be fun.
Ooh, always wanted to see an imp vivisected.
Yeah. Yeah, if it doesn't work out, you could just see this little guy vivisected.
See, better things to do than kill it.
Imp,
What?
your life to help us solve our mortal plague problem. And then when we're done, we part ways. You can go back to the things you do.
I gotta stay topside.
I'm gonna kind of look to the others. I think the best case is something that I can deny knowing anything about.
Very good. I'll hardly cause any trouble at all.
I'd rather you don't cause any.
Yeah, we'd all rather something. No promises. What is the deal you want to make with me? He gets like he's smiling, and he's perched like as close to your face as he can be, like on like a brick or something. He's just like a little gargoyle.
Getting all Faustian on you.
What's our deal?
Okay. I'm just thinking for a moment. Temo thinks for a moment. A little bit out of character. I imagine this is something like. Okay, never mind. First of all, what can I call you? Imp? Trash?
Give me a minute on that. Ask your second question.
Oh man, Trash is a really good name, actually.
I don't like that.
Jahan, you should look at some like Warhammer Goblin names for inspiration, because some of those are nice and filthy and funny.
They have a literal imp name generator.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
but it might not be as filthy and funny as the Warhammer Goblin names.
Oh, we get 3 of them.
Wow.
They can help us build buildings.
I already found one I really like.
Hey man, go for it. You're the game master.
What were you saying to look at? Warhammer Goblin names?
Yeah, I think some Warhammer Goblins have some really funny, stupid names that you could use as inspiration at least. But if you already found something good, maybe you could combine the two. Or keep what you got, because you're better than me in every way.
I like. Well, one of them was Bibja. I like it. It's not that good. Also, Yop. Yop's pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
That's just a noise it makes. That's my name. That's just a noise you make.
Yeah,
Yup,
but I want you
hate
to call me.
Beside that,
Yop Trash Tooth or something.
Doglock Stink Spinner.
Lop Stink Spin is not bad.
It's pretty good.
what? Mm-hmm.
Nazglub Vile
Be
Bida.
really, really proud of his nasty heritage.
Actually, do like this. I like this goblin name a lot, actually. Nazglub.
Nas Club. That was a good one. The deal is, first off, your life, and here's what I actually can offer you. Besides continued existence, I suppose, to be, to stay nearby us, me specifically. In fact, I don't want you going anywhere near the others, or anyone else, is for that matter. In fact, if you could mostly stay hidden outside of the fact that you're nearby, that would be great. Or I will have to literally leash you, and I'll just tell everyone you're my weird dog. And you'll help us, especially help us and Morgus with determining the nuances of this plague that we're dealing with, and perhaps even a cure. Which I don't care what that has. I don't care how that affects your gestation business, because you can go back to whatever remains of it when we're done, when we've figured out what we needed to know. And along the way, you can, maybe take something. What do you get from these other dead bodies that you find, these plague-ridden? I don't think I could comfortably let you turn them into fetus pods.
I would do other things too. He's gonna shake the luster dust filled one again. Like, this stuff is crazy.
Well, maybe some other stuff can be allowed along the way, but it has to be minor. It can't be too invasive, and it certainly can't cause any more infections.
No making more devils. Tell him no making more devils also.
No making more devils, especially.
That was an imp.
I think
Whatever
it's
these are.
baby devils.
They don't really distinguish in this, as far as I can tell. Do they have different ones? They only have demons, really.
Hazard doesn't know.
No,
No, I think it's fun character conversation. I don't know either. I think they're baby devils. It's as good as you're gonna get from
they pretty
me.
much are baby devils. You're not wrong. So our deal is, I stick with you. I harm not your friends. I do not spread the sick. I do not make more imps.
Yes. Yes. On the general threat that if you are too much of a nuisance at any time, then our deal is over. Agreed?
It's too vague.
I think you know what I
I don't
mean.
like vaguity in my dealings.
Okay. If you go out of line, we'll shoot you.
Well,
Is that pretty straightforward?
it's not much I can do about that. As long as I abide by the rules of this deal, I shall not be harmed.
Fair.
He'll hold his hand out.
I'm gonna
He'll smile.
exchange one more glance with my other party members.
We
And
only understand some parts of this conversation.
We're only understanding your half.
that's right. Actually, I repeat the terms of the deal to them. I say, he says the things. He'll agree under these conditions. Does that work for you too?
Wording.
It does.
He said
I
something
feel a little
about-
anxious about it.
He said
I look
something
back at
about
the-
not hurting your friends. He didn't talk
And
about
not-
anybody else. I'd rather hear him say he'll only hurt our enemies.
Did you hear that one? Nosglove, was it?
I'll only deliberately hurt your enemies.
A shrug when you repeat that back to us.
He says deliberately. Listen.
Well, I mean,
You can't control what he does on accident.
Good enough.
It's true. Kind of.
that's as long as you clean up after it and make sure it's fed and doesn't attack anything, you can hang on to it.
Just like a pet. Like I said, if we have to, I can get the leash.
If it makes the Nosglob feel better, tell it I'll do my best to protect it, too. If it sticks to these terms, not only do we guarantee life, I'll try to keep it alive to my best ability.
There you go, Nosglab. Even a little bit of someone looking over your back. You don't have to worry that much.
Until the Nosglob breaks the rules, I will try to keep the Nosglob alive.
Sounds like a deal.
I'd so prefer a goblin servant, but oh well.
Handshake.
When you do that,
Basically a devil
your
goblin.
hand burns. And there's a bunch of fire, and there's like a little light show. We are bound. He's gonna like go sit on your shoulder. He's just gonna start giggling.
Your advanced class is now familiar bounder. No! Remake your character.
Now your bodyguard has a bodyguard.
I am all for you going like devil, warlock, familiar, mage, secondary class. That's just gonna be sick.com. I'm about it.
The fun part about his familiar, he does have a familiar ability, and
Oh.
it doesn't have to be involved with area.
Mages? Oh, okay.
He can technically help any allied mage as well.
That's cool.
So,
Ha! That's funny. And annoying when you think about it from enemy side. That's something to look forward to later.
he's gonna go back to the bubble. But yeah, you want some? Now that we're friends.
No. That changes nothing. As far as
Can it burn all of this?
yes. In fact, this operation is over. You'll have to start again somewhere else when we're done.
Oh man, can I at least keep the dust?
It
It
seems
cut out a little bit
dangerous.
for me.
but sort of useful.
I cut out for you. Can I at least keep the dust?
He's like referring to like
The glitter?
the pus,
Yeah.
the glitter
The
stuff.
pus glitter.
Because I
he's
vote
gonna
why?
do
let him keep
eyebrows
as
at
much
you?
as he can carry.
It's imported.
What was that, Cedric?
I vote you let him keep as much as he can carry. He's small. How much could he bring?
That seems fair. Yeah, as much as you can carry.
While he's looking at you, he's gonna pop the blister with his tail. It's gonna start oozing out everywhere. He's gonna start like sifting through it to get the sand. He's gonna be like, "Hey, anyone got any cheesecloth?"
I'm
And
gonna
then
turn around and start crawling back out. I'll meet you guys at the stairs.
I'll take one of my spent paper cartridges from the musket, and I'll toss him that. It's a burnt piece of tiny paper, practically useless. But
Before I get too far, are we gonna keep going down this tunnel, seeing where all this leads?
is there any more tunnel?
there's more tunnel.
I think we're gonna have to.
I'm gonna wrap my face up, wrap my mouth as we're going deeper into these infested plague tunnels. The air is just gonna get thicker and thicker with plague. So I'm no expert, but at least covering my mouth and my nose as we go along.
I'm gonna take the silent cue actually when I see Cedric do that and do something similar. Pull up some cloth from the front here and just kind of try to tuck it up over one of my hands. And I say to Harzar, we still don't know how this plague might affect us. Might be worth covering up a little just in case. I think I still violate the contract if you get sick.
I will bare my face before the gods and we will see whether they favor me or not. Besides, my Drakish blood my Orcish blood rather, should shield me, and if it doesn't, I doubt cloth would be the deciding factor.
I'm sure calling you Nick.
Very
Cannon.
well. May Kier grant you a victory to that challenge then. Are we ready?
If I get into the annals of history because I died of a plague, I'll be thoroughly annoyed.
I'm ready.
Never in my life have the gods smiled upon me.
Well, you're traveling with me. That's a pretty good smile, I think.
I'm gonna look around the room and not say anything. Just look around at all the bodies and be like, yeah, this is great. Keep on walking down the tunnel.
You go down the tunnel. It is a old crypt tunnel style walls. Very old, very ancient. It probably wasn't made by anybody in the town. It seems like they might not have known it was here. There was no like secret door. You guys broke through a wall to get in here. Well, someone broke through a wall to get in here. Yeah, the tunnels go down for a while. They lead into a mountain pass. That's how we would get things in and out.
How many are there?
How many what?
Of those things?
Demons?
Imps.
Nah, we are legion.
How many of you were a part of this tunnel stuff?
Only a few. Maybe 10. But they took the product elsewhere.
So, was there not enough plague for them here? For, the sand? Is that what you're talking about?
We were tasked with experimenting.
Who tasked them?
The greater demons. do not know how this works. He'll sit on Temo's like head and like stare at you, but like he's like looking down at you because he's up there.
And I'm constantly talking past him at Temo because I wait because of the translation thing.
At this point, he'll be speaking common.
Okay. Well, now I narrow my eyes at him because I know he speaks common and he was purposely speaking weird. Little jerk.
I mean, yeah. But yes, there's a hierarchy to our people.
There's a hierarchy to everything, really. The strong over the weak. Weak, I gesture, and someone must be stronger than you.
Very much so.
Are they part of this whole war, if they're not part of the plague?
Part of the war? No. Well, we're part of everything, really, that you mortals do. All your darkness, we feed on it. But we do not need to cause these things. Your animalistic ways and your idiocy will more than wipe you out. We just sit and watch and smile.
Says the pus eater.
He doesn't seem offended at all by that. Like, he's like, yeah, that's me. I eat pus. It's good. It's delicious.
Well, let's see where this leads out. That way we can point it out to the, well, not the Lord, because hell with him, but we can let the local military know about this.
You'll walk and walk. Eventually coming into like a cavern sort of area. It's pretty dark in here. It gets pretty big. You walk past, so you can hear dripping water to your left and right. There's little pools here and there. But eventually you get to, you can see light at the end of the tunnel.
You move towards the light.
Back outside, this cavern is wonderful. It's got fresh water. It's probably filtered with all these layers of rockets coming through. We could set up a nice house here.
I'll say that simply because you are a dwarf, you can tell somewhere in this room is a tunnel that leads deeper.
We'll start walking out towards the light, and I'll decide to say something. Before we go too far, that last chamber, it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys want to go spelunking, but it goes down.
I'll start looking through my bag when you.
Probably where his friends went. I doubt they ran out this way into the daylight. So
I'll sniff at the.
Caving adventure.
I'll sniff at the air. Is there any? I don't have a scent ability, but is there any hint, by normal smell, of like sulfur or brimstone, anything demonic in nature in that regard, beyond present company?
It would be hard to notice beyond present company. You do smell sulfur, but then you look at the imp on your friend's shoulder. He's like picking his nose, looking at you.
It smells like Funyuns, and he's eating Funyuns.
Shit.
Where'd you get those? The future.
Well, I'm up for poking my head up just to see where that tunnel is and where the outro is, and then we can go down into the tunnel and look around a bit, because you may be right. There may be some sort of base camp down there, or some hidden crypt of some kind or another, which may be of use to us.
The tunnel lets out. You can tell it's on the opposite side of one of the large hills that borders the north side of the town. So you've come a bit. It's not very far. You didn't travel a lot, but when you look out, you're like, man, this would be hard to spot from the outside. It's kind of like it comes out at an angle, like you have to like work your way out from behind a rock. It'd be tough to spot.
You'd have to hike specifically to the spot.
You would have to know it was here, or like really be good at checking stuff. It's a pretty hidden path.
I'll linger for like a couple minutes just to really get my bearings so I can relate where this is if someone else asks me.
Yeah, give me a minute to adjust my eyes. It's bright as hell out here.
Oh, we'll be heading back in anyway. Don't adjust too much. I just want to get a good feel.
I'll wait on the inside of the cave. You know,
Yeah.
Not outside in the sun.
I'll take like some of I'll dash my torch out, and then I'll take some of the soot that's left over, and I'll mark like an X next to the cave entrance.
Okay.
Just so if they start hiking up here, it's like the one with the big black X next to it. I mean, that might be washed off in rain, but yeah.
No, it's something. Yeah, nothing wrong with marking stuff.
All right. Down, you say, somewhere?
Back in that room with the water.
Imp, where do you go down? Do you know the way down here, or do you just go out that way?
My name is Nazglob.
That's nice. So do you go out that way, or do you go down?
I didn't really leave much. We would meet with our associates. They would take our product and they would leave.
I look at the ground. Is there any drag marks or wheel marks or anything like that?
Outside the tunnel there was.
Okay. Well,
You saw,
down
you saw
probably
wagon
isn't.
ruts.
All right, so that looks like they took it outside. So down, well, it might be just something nice to find, really. Maybe it's something they don't know about. Since, well, Cedric here is born of the subterranean more than we are.
Like somebody's coming in, buying product, and taking it out in a wagon. And I turn and quickly look at the imp. But imps don't use wagons, do they?
Why would we? They're silly.
So the imps don't go out that way.
No.
And I'm going to go looking around for where the way down is and see if I can find like little claw marks or little hoof marks climbing down.
Because you know it's here, and I'm just gonna give it to you because you know your dwarven heritage kicking in here. If you walk past like two of the little lakes, there's a stalactite on the other side of that. You can see like a tunnel. Also, pretty well hidden. It's not meant like it's not worked at all. It is a natural formed cave.
This way.
Lead on, you're the caver.
Onward I go.
You squeeze through this one area, but after
Yes,
that, it's
I'm a very large dwarf for anybody listening. I'm about 5 feet tall and almost as wide as I am tall. I'm a big, stocky dwarf with dark black hair and dark black eyes. But I do almost, as I slide through this, sort of, the shadow gives me more room to slide through than the stone does. It's almost like my gut and shoulder dips into the shadow for a second as I bend around this stalactite.
Yeah, you can all fit. It's not the entrance is kind of narrow, but then it opens up a bit, and you'll start going down a little sort of windy. It's not worked, so it's not going straight down or anything. But every now and again, you'll get a significant drop. You'll at one point you'll kind of slip into like a little bowl, and then you'll just kind of exit the other side of the bowl, keep going down. It's one pathway. There's no other way to go around here. You'll see the odd piece of wildlife, like a lizard or so, skirting about. No bats or anything though. But eventually you will get to under the ground. It'll open up into another sort of cave, not as big as the last cavern you were in. Not as many stalactites or stalagmites. It's just sort of rocky walls, and there's like a singular little pool in one of the walls. It's kind of chest level.
Like chest level deep, you mean?
No, like chest level, like that's where the pool is.
I'll actually I'll reignite my torch so I can see in color again. I'll look at the pool. I'll kind of hold my torch high a little bit and kind of try to see what color the water is.
Yeah, now that the torch is lit, I'll also make a perception searching check to look around, see what's seeable.
Go ahead.
I rolled a 13,
It's not bad.
but I don't know if it applies because I don't know if I failed the test, but I have the novice rogue ability perception. So if I failed the test, I can roll it again, but have to keep the second roll.
Yeah, each roll.
Oh, cool.
Again.
All right, cool. Thank you. 16.
16's better, yeah. But yeah, Hazar, you look at the water. It's very clear. It seems to be filtering through the stone above it. It's just kind of like it's like a natural little basin. It's kind of nice. The rock in there is kind of shiny, like what do you call it, mother of pearl style.
Good. Oh.
Like the inside of a seashell. It's really weird looking. But the water seems...
Mica stone? That stuff's nice and shiny, too.
Yeah, it might be mica. That's what it looks like. It's just shiny. Crystal clear water. Very nice. And then, Gary, you will notice that there is another way out of this room.
Nice. I'll, as we're all sort of taking in the majesty of this room, the clear pools and the beautiful stone formations, I'll, put my hand on the rock and really take a moment to appreciate that we're underground right now. I'm not sure when we're coming back. But I'll walk to the edge of the room where the next exit's at. It sort of feels like it's on me to guide the way at this point, so I'll go over there. When you're done.
Welcome to Toyzilla Network. Thank you for the raid.
You guys are always right in time. In the next 5 minutes, we're gonna go on break. Okay, thanks, Steve. I love you. Great, I love you.
I'm gonna take like my my offhand and kind of just kind of cup a bit of the clear water and just use it to kind of wipe my face and top of my nose and stuff, just to get cold air and wash off some of the travel dust.
Very nice. It is refreshing.
Yeah.
The imp's gonna look in the pool, sort of stir the water with his hand. Ooh.
Evidently not holy water.
That's a myth, he'll say.
Really? Oh, disappointed.
He'll shrug. He's like, I don't know, is it? But he'll just stir the water. He'll look up at you, and he's just smirking. He's always smirking like a little shit. Cedric, you're over by an entrance to a new tunnelway, and you'll actually see carvings here. You'll see the evidence of work stone.
Ooh.
Oh, interesting. I have a skill for this.
Yes, you do.
I have evaluation, and I would like to roll intelligence evaluation to learn what I can about this. Maybe I could figure out when it was done or what kind of tools it was done with, or maybe even if it has a meaning.
Absolutely.
This is secretly the summoning circle for Yabatoth.
I have rolled a 19 evaluation.
A 19. As you run your hands over, only one thing could make the stone smooth like this. These carvings were done with magic. This tunnel was carved with some sort of magic, and you get the feeling from what's carved that it's dark magic.
I'm gonna back up and look around suddenly, oh shit, we just stepped into a trap, and relay that this is dark magic. This has been carved by dark magic. Anything past this point is unnatural. If we're going, I have to let you know.
I nod. It's good to know how deep into enemy territory one is. If we're fortunate, this is a fallen temple rather than one that's active. And if it's active, then it falls upon us to destroy it.
Active enough
Look
for
at the imp.
us to come through. He'll chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
He said active enough for us to come through, and he'll chuckle. Mischievous.
You're not gonna have a problem when we start killing your friends, are we?
I am not allowed to have a problem. We have a deal, and I am bound to that agreement. For better or worse. It's okay. It's always funny to watch one of my own get sent back to the other side.
Neil never said he had to hurt our enemies. It said he could only hurt our enemies. So worst case
Deliberately.
scenario,
Also
he
true.
pops open popcorn and watches.
You're not wrong.
I wouldn't be terribly surprised.
You'd make a good demon there, dwarf.
So I've been told. And I'll just stare at this imp for too long.
He smiles at you. His smile seems very genuine at all of you. He seems genuinely amused by every interaction he's having.
The more you know.
Are you going to continue?
I'll go with continuing.
Lots of interesting things lie beyond here. Oh, Gary's muted.
Yep.
As we step into this hallway, I'm going to turn and look at Harzar Steelflame. This is the part where you hire me.
Oh,
That's the
right.
demon there.
Hold on. Hold. Give me a second. Fish out the. I'll start fishing through my coin. I'll look up at Temo and say, "Would you say your thing's being useful, the imp?"
He's going to look at you and be like,
It's not useful. I think
He's
that's
saying
what's up.
sticking. It's where we're okay so far.
I fish out a copper piece and flick it at the imp,
he'll grab it.
and I'll fish out a gold piece and flick it at. I'll hand it actually to Cedric.
This means I'm on payroll, right? I stay on payroll. This isn't a one-time thing. This is a certified demon lair. 100% unnatural, carved by dark magic.
Oh, I'm going to be demanding we get paid for dealing with it, because we're helping save them from their whole town being eaten.
I want at least half of whatever she's getting paid.
I don't even know how much they pay.
I get a stipulation when I'm given the assignment. But the terms are actually negotiated by the council. So you'll have to talk to them if you want to know
Just
how
want half
much
of that.
they paid for me.
Just pay me half.
What am I supposed to do with this penny?
Well, if you go to a town at some point, you might want to buy something with it rather than steal it, because if you steal things, I have to explain to them why they shouldn't kill you. But if you pay for it, I don't have to do that.
Like an allowance. Do you know what an allowance is?
Suppose you could use it as a copper shield.
He's going to look
Oh,
at you. I know what
give
an
me-
allowance is.
My intelligence is at -3.
How should I know what you know? Most dwarves don't know.
If
It's a
you
human
knew
thing.
what I knew, your head would explode. He'll say that like very, I don't know. You can tell he's being a shit by the way he's talking. He doesn't actually mean it.
Well,
Onward, brave soldiers, onward.
And I'll go ahead. I'll lead the way.
You'll sneak on Pat through this dark magic carved hallway. And that's where we're going to go take our break. Thanks everyone for watching so far. This has been Fantasy Age from Green Round Publishing. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody! Welcome back to Fresh Out the Box. I'm Johanan.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast, but I'll be reprising my role as Cedric, the Appraiser of Koath, a dwarven assassin.
I'm A.D. Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I am reprising my role as Harzar Steelflame, the Drakish Orcish envoy of the Nagami tribe.
Hey folks, it's me also, Aaron Bombier, coming back as Temo Bap, the goat Kirgenhofen warrior bodyguard.
The greatest of all time.
Demon
Full of yourself.
That's right.
Demon Wrangler.
Usually Cedric keeps his hood up to cover his scar in his face, but now that we're underground in a dungeon, away from a town, my hood is down. You see how I do that? It's a clever way that I change my costume to reveal my character's intent.
Okay, Shyamalan.
Well done.
Yeah, thanks. It's the subtleties that really make our channel so, I don't know, what's the word? Perfect? Amazing? Wonderful? Stupendous? Splendid?
I always hide the answer to all my riddles.
Scrumtralescent?
It's not a word.
Can be.
Don't tell me it's not a word.
Okay,
I said it.
I won't tell you.
It's in the Scrabble dictionary.
Thank you.
Oh, Scrabble dictionary. But yeah, hey, welcome back. You guys are entering these tunnels that the dwarf had noticed were carved by magic, presumably dark magic, and the imp that is in your employ seems to enjoy that you're going in there. So, dwarf, you are first. The tunnel's a little narrow at first, but eventually it opens up into sort of geometric. You ever seen like bismuth? You know what I'm talking about? Like how it has like those like fractal squares everywhere.
Yeah, that's the square one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and it's
know.
all shiny.
Yeah, I mean,
It looks like that. All the walls look like that. It's very interesting. Very like any light that you have in here is kind of amplified a lot. It's all bouncing around off of all the reflective surfaces. Very shiny, very colorful in here. But as you get into this more open pathway, Make a perception check.
I am good at perception. I'm trained at perception. Searching. I've rolled a 16.
It's not too hard for you to decipher that there are a bunch of different runes on the ground.
Can I read them?
No. They are not decipherable by you.
I'll turn
Can-
and look to you and the demon or the devil. Glarbnarb. Glum.
Yeah, when I see you like crouched down by them, looking at the runes, and I come up,
No, if he's crouching.
do I read them?
You can read them.
Can I read them? I mean,
They, out of context, it's kind of hard to understand. They're not saying anything. There aren't any words there. They're just symbols, and you kind of understand what some of them mean, but there's no context for you to like decipher the overall meaning.
hmm
Like, they're incomplete sentences. They're just kind of weird. Like, one says like fish, a fish in
Right.
hand, and the fire burns, and like it doesn't make sense, but you can read them.
I kind of like in trying to process it and saying some of those things out loud. You know, like the fish in the fire. No, I think I'm just hungry.
It's either gibberish or it's a trap.
Is it in like any sort of shape? Like a circle or a serpentine or a
Each
star?
symbol is on its own like tile.
Oh, it's a tiled floor sort of situation?
Yeah.
Is the entire floor full of symbols, or is it?
Yes.
Or is there just? It's a coated
Entire-
floor.
It's a coated floor. Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what that is. Shoot. All right. Well, that's unfortunate because we don't know the key.
Do any of the symbols match?
Maybe a couple of them. Yeah. I assume some of them would repeat.
Are there any like murals or other writings on the walls or ceiling?
No. All the ceilings are those squared fractal looking things.
Yeah.
The ceiling is blank. It's just kind of like the ceiling's very smooth.
Was that same
about
on-
across the room? Is there anything on the door or floor across the room from us? Like basically what I'm asking, to be very clear, the video game perception of like, is the answer to the puzzle written on the wall across the room?
No.
Are those the ones we have to step on?
There's no answer to the puzzle that's immediately visible.
Okay. Not immediately visible. So I'm thinking along the line, if it's not immediately visible, is it visible? Can I look around and see if I...
There's
Corbinian's
nothing to see.
asking too. Okay. Corbinian's like, is there anything on the wall? I'm
No, you
trying
guys,
to make
you
sure.
guys look. Don't worry, I'm not hiding anything from you. There's
Okay.
nothing. There's nothing around.
That's cool. We're on the same page.
The imp's gonna leave your shoulder and sort of just start flying over there. Like, come on, guys, what are you doing? He's gonna look at you guys. This isn't very entertaining.
Well, the problem is that floor likely is trapped in some fashion.
He's gonna
And we
look,
can't fly.
he's gonna look down. Ah, hey, look at that. I never really thought
I
about it.
wouldn't fly if I could, imp.
That's weird. It's weird that you wouldn't do that if you could.
I heard some
I'll
Drax can. now that I
I'll
think
look to
about it.
Temo. It terrifies me.
Flying.
It's the absolute antithesis to being underground. I suppose you could fly underground, but oh, what I could do for small ball bearings right now, I don't have any of that stuff.
Just throw them out there, see what happens.
Yep.
But the imp's gonna like sit there and think, like, this really is a quandary.
I'll take out like my tin plate I have, and I'll just kind of oh no, I'm not gonna do that. It's too light. It wouldn't weigh enough.
Yeah,
Wouldn't weigh
it's
like
not
a
gonna weigh
person.
anything. No.
What
It's
if
kind of
we try them?
Well,
Like, I know it's not a great idea, but
I mean, I've heard worse ideas.
there is a great way to find out, and that is the straightforward way.
Wait.
Oh, I'm waiting.
It's just stone. I'm going to evaluate the stone and see which stone would be pressure plates and which stones would, stay stone if we walked across them.
What looks like has give and what doesn't.
Yep, I'm going to evaluate stone instead of
Yep.
trying to evaluate the magic here. I'm a dwarf and I know stone. "12 with 4 stunt points.
You
It seems like a pretty average roll.
as you're looking at it, all the tiles seem flush. They don't seem. None of them seem like they. Like you're looking, you don't think any of them go in.
Do any of them look enchanted?
Possibly.
look-
That might be what's going on here. There might be magical sigils on some of them. Magic
Is-
traps.
Is there are they colored in any way, or are they all just black or a solid color?
Everything in this hallway is very bright and glimmering color. It's reflecting all of
these
the
are
lights off your
arcane.
torches a lot.
Oh, wait a minute. I doused my torch.
Is your torch the only light source in here? Anyone else carrying a torch? Okay. As you do so, it goes pitch black. Hey, what the hell? It's dark in here. I'm just kidding.
You know, I was gonna say I'll look around with my dark vision to see if if anything looks different now. Like if this is meant to be a floor that you can only walk across in the dark with a dark vision person.
A few of the sigils glow.
Good thinking.
Nice.
So I just realized the bismuth was making the light even brighter and was hiding things. Some things stand out in the dark. Sierra point and click games. Anyway,
I played them too, buddy. I played them too.
Can you two see?
Yeah, I'm good.
I prefer
What's
it this way.
Well, let's just avoid the enchanted ones, really. Actually, other way around. Sorry. For the enchanted ones, is it like once in a while it's enchanted, or is it like a bunch of stuff's enchanted and like one or two, and like a small path is unenchanted?
Yeah, that one.
The second one?
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch your step.
Okay. So I'll be just take our time and walk very carefully along that unlit path.
Stick to the natural stone.
So, am I correct in
protect.
assuming you're stepping on the tiles that are not lit up?
The natural stone. Yeah, we're sticking
Yeah.
to natural stone.
I'll take the first step.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
14.
You start picking your way along. Step, 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 step.
I don't want to go too far without Harzar, though. So I'll like wait.
Halzar, give me a dexterity check.
Oh, give me a moment.
You see if you have anything to save your bacon here.
Can I ready an action to try to catch Harzar? Or like if he's gonna make a misstep or something?
I'll let you try if he
Like
does.
within a certain range if he gets, I don't know.
Because
How-
you're his
how-
bodyguard, I will allow you to bodyguard him. Yes.
How
Thank
how
you.
long is this path? How far does it go?
It's like 15 feet. It's like 3 turns of walking at a slow pace.
Do either of you happen to have? Wait, what am I talking about? It has rope, but I need to secure it to something.
You're gonna shimmy.
Because on the far wall, is there anything? Does it look like? Is it just solid stone over there?
It's all
Or
stone.
is it like-
All the walls do that fractal square thing in, and then there's nothing else in this hallway.
But like at the far end, if
At the far end,
uh,
it is an open It's just an opening to the next chamber.
Shoot.
There's no door.
I'm trying to think of something. There's something I could throw my harpoon into that would stick. Actually, I'll test against some of the wall and just try my harpoon into it, just see if I can get it to stick into the
It's
wall at
pretty
all.
tough. It's pretty
It's
tough.
skipping.
You could try. I mean, I'm not saying it won't go in, but it is like solid stone that was carved by dark magic.
No, I better not.
It's a little much for a harpoon thrown by not the strongest man in the world.
Yeah. No, I'll just take my time and walk carefully. Basically just using the harpoon as a sort of balancing stick.
Fair enough. Give me a dexterity check. I'll give you a +1 for your harpoon trick of balancing. 10, 11.
I'm going to re-roll that one with my last boon.
Obviously,
So
you get to re-roll once on the boon rolls, yes. A 5, that gives you a, 14, 15 total?
15 total.
Yeah, you balance along. As you do so, the imp lands on you and goes, "Watch your step." It almost throws you off. And the two of you make it across, no issue.
It also would have given you 4 stunt points for what it's worth.
You can use those.
Oh.
This counts as exploration. Oh yeah, because he got a 5. He turned the 1 to 5, so yeah, that generates 4 stunt
Exactly.
points. You can use it for.
Yes, sir. Look at you. Heck yeah, we're the best, man. We're awesome.
Sometimes I miss those when it's a reroll.
Yeah, no, it took me a second too, and I
That's a
wanted
good
to just
catch.
make sure. Yep, I want to make sure we got it before we went too far.
Oh yeah, definitely. Make
Yeah.
sure you get those stunt points. For those of you that don't know, stunt points are awesome, and you can use them to do awesome things with your friends.
Stunt points.
I'm going to give
Nope.
1 stunt point to my dwarven friend because of my coordinate ability. Because I got stunt points of any amount. I will spend 2 of the ones I gained for efficiency, so it takes me half the time to get across. So I'm very efficient about it, and I'll give 2 more with the assist action. So you have 3 bonus stunt. You have 3 stunt points, even if you don't roll doubles.
Excellent. All right.
That's the envoys thing. Give stunt points when you
That's
get
cool.
them. That's why I was dying during the last fight. I'm like, I'm getting nothing. I can't help.
You're the last one on this side, Gem Fister. What you gonna do?
Easy for me.
Yeah.
Follow the natural stone. For me, it's not so much a balancing act. It's an act of faith for me. It's easy to follow the natural stone. I'll still roll dexterity, but in my mind, that's more what it is. I feel protected by this natural stone. I've rolled a 9, which is great because I get 3 stun points
Get 3
Because-
stunt points.
of his business. That
I'll
he
let you
just
add.
did.
I'll let you turn those into a +3.
Okay,
I'm okay with that
cool. I'll take it.
because that'll give you
Yes.
enough to get across.
Yeah, so I just, I leave my faith in the rock, and I just follow stone.
You're walking, and you get to the end, and you're about to step on one of those ruins, and Harzar goes and you go, and then you just kind of shift your foot to the side, and you make it all the way across.
The whole thing is so sloppy that the entire time you're like, oh no, because I'm just, like I said, this is barely dexterity for me. I'm just clomping along, like the stone will keep me safe. Kaplunk, kaplunk, kaplunk every time on the edge, and you catch me on the last one.
It's like, no, you're gonna hit that one. I've been trying to stay silent this whole time, but don't hit that one.
Oh yeah, good eye. Thanks, Harzar. I won't forget this. That probably would have hurt.
Information worth about a gold or so.
You're in a steep price.
It's hard to see this next room. Even with your dark vision, it just goes out beyond your dark vision.
Oh, right. Torch.
You light the torch again. The light in the room just engulfs in shimmering colorful light again. It still has those bismuth walls. It's a completely round room, like perfectly round. The ground is round, but around the perimeter is just a straight drop into God knows what. You can't see. So there's like a little bridge that connects, a little bridge of stone that connects the tunnel to this little platform. And sitting there in the platform, or standing there, is a man made of wood and stone. You can see an imp sitting on his shoulder. It looks wounded. It looks like the wounded imp that escaped earlier. And he goes, shit. You see him. He runs, like he climbs into this man's mouth. He disappears. And
I look at our imp and look back.
What the hell did we just see?
I would be careful. I think that thing is about to wake up. Sure enough, as he says that, it starts to move. You hear it creak as it shakes off the cobwebs. It's a large, bigger than a person man. Its arms and legs are made out of stone, but they're connected to the body with like wood. You can tell there's a lot of wood going on underneath this stone carapace. Its face looks kind of like a person, but just maybe an abstract. It looks like an ancient like mask kind of thing, and it just starts moving towards you. I didn't think you would activate the protector. I figured he probably died or something, but oh well. Good luck, and he's gonna fly away from you.
That's probably wise. I'd do the same if I were you. So,
Initiatives.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fortunate.
Is it safe to say that when we asked what it was, and he said that thing's dangerous, and it might wake up, is that enough time for me to take an action to mark it? Or
Yeah, you got a second.
Cool.
Everybody take a minor action. Go ahead.
My action economy is important.
Yeah, it is. That's fair.
I don't know how much this matters because how strict do you want to be with the torch? I would have, because of the making my musket thing, I would have had to drop the torch. So I don't know if it stays alive or not. So it might wicker away or it might be burning on the ground. I have to drop it to hold my musket.
We shall see. Stays lit.
Cool.
I gave it a 20% chance to go out. I think that's fair. It almost went out though. It kind of like flickers for a second. You're like, but yeah. You can pull. Hey, so you can use free action. I'll let everybody get one free minor action. But then we'll do initiatives. Let's see. Temo's 12, 13. Harzar.
I like to sit back and take my time. I have to do the big flourish to show off the whole musket like a bloody anime.
It is really cool every time.
It is.
It's pretty cool.
It's true.
You have to do your Sailor Moon transformation. I got you.
Sailor Moon transform. You just pulled out a musket. I know, right?
I got tired of people making fun of me for liking Sailor Moon. Now I have a gun. All right. Cedric.
Columbine?
Right? No, he's Canadian. They don't do that.
Oh, well.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
hold on. Hold on a second. All right, so I marked him with my death mark.
You marked
as
him?
my minor action. I'm going to aim as my minor action. So +2 to hit, +2 to damage. That's what we're looking at right now. Does he have
yes.
less than 3 dexterity?
Yes.
Okay.
He's in his Gundam.
I like that. That's good news for me. That means I get another d6 to damage.
Yep. Isn't it nice when you have a nice dex roll and you get that bonus at your early levels? That must be so nice and comforting.
When you build your character, right? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I know, right?
I rolled a 15 to hit. It'll be a 17. I rolled 9 damage, but it'll be plus 4.
9 plus 4, so 13.
Yes.
Subject something.
Armor 10.
Well, something.
Yeah.
Something's going on. It's 13, so... Okay. Damn. Kapink! Your crossbow hits stone. It sort of skitters off of his chest.
I guess I do have one final question. How close is he to us? He's not that close yet, right?
He is not that close yet. He's in this, like, he's at the far end of the circle. So, and the circle's like 30 feet in.
Isn't like a there's like a bridge that leads up to where he is, and then there's just little.
There's a bridge
that he's on.
that leads to a circle. The circle is 30 feet in diameter. He's at the far end of the circle. There is no other bridge on the other end of that. But you can see, like, kind of a door on the opposite side behind him, but there's no pathway to get to it. The door is... It looks like a gate, but it looks like a gate made out of rocks that are glowing. Like, shiny
probably
rock
got a little
bars.
move left, and I just want to use my move to... I'm already the one at the back of the group, but I want to be also, another 20 feet away. I want to end my turn 50 feet away from this guy, so I'll be long range next turn.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Just make sure he can't close with you.
Yep. I'm way over here.
Timo!
Okay, one more time on the sort of arena. We have like the circular spot and then like bridges between it, like
Yeah,
this.
you guys are... No, there's one bridge.
One bridge.
To the circle he is on.
Okay.
And so right now you are standing on opposite sides of a circle from each other, 30 feet away.
Okay. I see. Got it. Yeah, so
On any side of it is instant death. Bum, bum, bum.
Well, I don't know how instant it is. I mean, it's
Oh,
an endless pit. You'll just be starving eventually.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's fair.
so if I take my minor action from the like sub thing before to move, would that give me enough distance if I combo it with a charge on this turn, which is an additional, which is half my speed rounded up?
What's the total?
What's my speed? How does that work?
I don't know what your
Speed is 11.
Speed is 11.
Mm-hmm.
So you move 11.
11, and then it would be. Is it rounded down?
You would only be able to get halfway to him.
I see.
With
Okay.
just 11.
But you can
So
move.
I'll actually
You
just
can move
move-
up a bit if you want.
I'll move up the 11, and from there, I'll draw a throwing axe.
Okay.
But I will throw it when he gets within, gets a lot closer.
Okay.
Everybody got
Mhm.
boomed.
So I'll hold that. I'll hold that for when he runs.
Yeah, Vamp,
Oh,
thank you
sweet.
for the
Thanks,
sub
Vamp.
of 27 months. And
Thank
thank you
you,
for
Vamp.
3 boons. Everyone got booned. I didn't get booned because if I did, I would kill you all.
No, you wouldn't.
That'd be
You
too
can
powerful.
certainly try.
Just make this guy turn to iron instead of stone. But yeah, so you
Is that before or after rehab?
that was Temo.
So I'm like twirling the axe in my hand, waiting like sort of like at the center of the arena, so to
He
speak.
starts lumbering forward. Doom, doom, doom. And he gets a third of the way across the circle. I guess he'd walk again. Yeah, he'll get 2/3 of the way across the circle. At that point, you would be in range to hit him with your throwing axe.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Oh, he runs, basically.
Oh, that's a 20 with 6 stump points.
Oh, Jesus
Holy
Christ.
Bro.
Friggin' Pierce, or whatever it is in this game. Yes,
Yes.
Pierce. For the love
Yes.
of God.
Combat sense, let's see here. Pierce armor, yeah. Target's armor is rating is halved, rounded down. We'll do that for 2. We will combo that with Crushing Blow. And so your attack is strong or well placed enough to compromise your enemy's armor or tough skin. You reduce your target's armor rating by 2 or more, or damage their shield, so provides no defense bonus. Against natural armor ratings, this represents a wound that make the foe vulnerable. The GM decides this doesn't work. They should offer a chance to spend SP on a different stat. Penalty can be removed. Cool. Kind of goes on to explain the nuances, but
That's pretty
Cool.
good. I really like that. That's a new one.
Yeah.
That's a new.
so
combat
yeah, it just I see the spot right as the yak is coming in. I throw the axe. It gets 10 points of damage as it hits that weak spot and sends a crack down like the stone carapace.
So you have his armor, then you reduced it by 2 permanently
Mm-hmm.
for this, for all attacks, but you halved it for this attack before you did that. Gotcha. So, in that
Correct.
case, you do this much. You do send you guys see the axe sink deep into its stone chest, and you see cracks form all around it. Looks like it actually did a significant something to this creature. So,
I almost have believing part of that was skill and part of that was just your species pure oomph of just.
you guys hear that contact? It's a solid hit. Yeah, she wails this thing. All right. It moved as far as it can, and that's its turn. It just lumbers. It's very slow. It's very slow. Huzzar. Of the
Huzzar.
Steel flame.
I am going to minor action aim and then shoot it with my musket. 12.
12 hits. He's a pretty big target, and he doesn't try to get out of the way at all.
12 damage.
12 damage. His armor is crushed, so that means
And the room gets super bright.
yeah. Wha-ching! You hear it like it sounds like it ricochets off his chest, but you see a crack form where you hit. You can see a mark. Cedric, you see all this happening, and it is your turn again. The creature will be upon Temo on its next turn.
I have to reload. It's not the most exciting turn, but I do have to reload.
It happens.
Reloading
I
a crossbow kit is pretty cool, though.
You could minor guard in case he throws something at you.
I moved last time to 50, but then he walked over here like 20-ish. So
20-ish.
he's probably 30 from me now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move another 20, so I'm 50-ish away.
You're gonna move
And
into the
can I-
hallway.
Yeah, can I hide in the dark over here as a minor action sort of situation?
So as long as that torch is lit, there is no dark in here.
Yeah, but I'm all the way up the hallway.
Yeah, but the light really bounces around here because of the wall, the reflective nature of the walls, and it's just a straight shot kind of thing.
Behind the corner in the hallway thing. A little.
I would say
peeking behind the
you could-
wall.
You could like, I guess you could like kind of, you get, what do you call it, the first level of cover if you just kind of
Half cover.
Yeah, you can just kind of,
Okay.
because of the way the squares
take
go into the wall, you can kind of, it's hard to hide in here though.
I'll take it. Thank you.
It's very out in the open. I mean, the only place you really could hide is if you like crawled down into the little ditch. But I don't think
I
you
just want
do
to
that.
hide in the flickering shadows in the dark, just straight up in the darkness.
Unfortunately, I created super light. I didn't even think about how hard it would make it to hide. And I would say you'd only be able to get about 10 more away before you would be where the traps are again.
Yeah, I didn't think to douse my torch. That's my bad. It's all right.
That's not a problem. You shouldn't fight in pitch black, anyways.
But we can see in pitch black's the thing.
It kind of-
Oh yeah, that's right. We all have dark vision. Anyways, I digress. I'll take the first level of cover. I'll reload, and I'll be ready to shoot somebody in the next turn. And that somebody is the armored guy if he's still standing with all my bonuses.
Excellent.
That somebody is the asshole who brought the torch in here.
Demo.
Okay, now I'll charge, and I'm gonna meet. We'll meet the thing head to head. So that's gonna be if I move at least 4 yards. If I have to kind of back up and do it, then I will. But
Oh,
I
you
do
can do
charge
it.
this thing. Yeah.
I always love the backup charge.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can do it, no problem. You run up with your
Yeah.
battle axe bared.
Yes, I do. And smash down with a +1 to this roll. That's another 20
Damn.
with 6 more stump points.
She's been
Good
saving
Which is
her
really
good rolls
cool.
for 2 campaigns for this fight.
For this moment, exactly. To do the Kierkegaard Hobbit thing. Okay, so 2 things. One, is this target immune to skirmish, or does skirmish cost more for this creature to use? Like more stump points to use on them?
Reading very quickly.
Because some monsters will say they're immune to
Some,
skirmish
yeah,
or something.
Like if they're big or something.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. No skirmish denials here.
That's a very deep pit it's next to.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't really.
Okay.
It doesn't brace.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't like
Okay, cool.
try to not get pushed. It doesn't really care.
Yeah, no problem. So that's gonna be relevant actually in a second. I want to use Mighty Blow
Okay.
for 2.
Okay.
We will do, and then we'll follow that with another Crushing Blow, and we'll just like keep smashing away at this armor. So armor rating will drop down by 2, and the damage will be with an extra d6. Let me roll damage first. Whoops, did I do the right one?
No, that's
No,
the
I
right
didn't.
axe. That's the wrong.
That's definitely not the right one. And then one of these, and that one's +2 because of my two-handed
24.
style thing.
Oh, you have. That's
So,
cool.
so 24 points of damage, minus 2 more on the armor rating permanent,
Permanently?
and then
Damn.
and then he goes 2. He actually it sends him stumbling backwards 2 yards. Another two-hander style with the hit.
Oh,
Yeah, he'll stumble backwards.
So I just charge in, and then another crack that just resounds in the cavern as more of the armor starts to chunk off, maybe, and we meet head to head, and the giant golem thing stumbles back instead of me.
Yeah, you watch her just blast this giant golem back like it's nothing. Cracks his armor open. You hear wood break underneath it.
And there's like the muffle under the helmet of just like, oh, did you see that?
Keep that up. I'm gonna start to expect it from you.
It is going to. A big fist levies towards your face here.
It's fair.
whiff.
Ooh, you're not the only one that gets stump points, dog.
Well, yeah, if you only run stun points,
What's
not
your
that
defense?
big a deal.
12.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
What kind of stunts am I going to do on it? I'm going to do my favorite one. Well, he has favorite stunts, so I should probably do those.
Yeah.
Favorite stunt. Okay. That's fair enough. Yep. So, it's going to...
Use some social stunts.
9. It really impresses you at the business meeting.
Hello.
Those dance moves.
My name
Bon
is
mot.
Friendly Robot. Why didn't you speak to me before you started shooting?
You
I
knock
was
it
coming
back.
to shake your hand.
You knock it back, and its fist just comes down like fast and hard on top of your head. For
I give you a big smash.
for 16.
Yikes!
Oh, dang.
And it
I'm glad
knocks
you're
I'm so
there.
glad I reduced that to 12.
and it
How
knocks
do you like
prone.
them apples?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, prone's not great news.
It has a couple
That
of
is
stun
not
points left over, so just for the sheer terror, it's gonna kick you towards the pit. You're just gonna skitter uncomfortably close to the void. But then that's its whole turn.
Did you see that?
I
He
think of
gives
that
it
Justin
right back to you.
Timberlake
Perfect.
one with the dancing robot.
Hazar.
Well,
You watch your bodyguard beat this thing's ass, and then it just smacks her down. It's kind of scary.
it's only fighting even stronger in its desperation. It is weak. All we must do is smash that last bit of defense it has left.
Yeah, most of the
Two
stone's
minor-
gone. The creature you see now is mostly wood.
And I'm going to inspire people. Heal 3 plus 4, so 7. Heal 7, and we all get +2 to our next roll.
Oh, wow. That's fucking good, Jesus. Is that your action?
Yeah, 2 minors. I'm standing there doing my little speech. That's expert
pretty good.
inspire. So
That's awesome.
that's a couple levels in.
It's pretty solid, man. It's pretty solid. Alrighty.
Envoys.
Cedric,
Well, they've been envoy.
if you were hurt, you heal and also get +2.
I'll take the +2. I wasn't hurt.
Fine.
I'm gonna use my minor to +2, so that's +4. I have higher dexterity than this thing, so I'm gonna do 2 extra damage.
Yep.
And it's also death marked. I'm gonna do 4 extra damage.
Okay. So you get +4 to hit, +4 damage.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
Show me the money.
Let's do it. Let's roll die.
God, you'd have to roll so shitty to miss him right now.
So I did roll terrible.
You rolled terrible, but you still hit him, though.
Yep.
Rapid reload.
And then 19 damage. That's the good part.
19 damage. That's not bad.
Yes, and the one stun point, Corbinian. Thank you. I'm so glad that you played a shooting character. But you make this so easy. I'm glad you remind me.
Rapid
It's the kind of
reload.
thing that I would need to like put a post-it note on my monitor, you know. But I'm so glad you're here.
I just wish I was rolling those so I could rapid reload.
Which is why I want stun point to rapid reload. Thank you.
Excellent. You this bolt goes deep into right into its face. It seems like it follows the imp down its mouth. And you see it kind of reel back from the hit. It's a good hit. Temo. Once again, it is your turn.
I'm within pretty short distance
Yeah,
still.
you're pretty close.
Okay.
It only pushed you back 4
Well,
4 yards.
we will do another charge,
Okay.
and this time we're gonna go. We're gonna do it. We'll go that's a 12 with a single stunt point.
That's a hit.
Let me see
really
something.
easy to
What do I have?
Doesn't-
Oh yeah, we're gonna skirmish. This is great. Yeah, so I run up and I do a 2-step sort of up his torso and headbutt it for 9 points, and using skirmish it stumbles back 2 more yards toward the nearest edge.
Alright, it starts backing up. It's not particularly close to an edge, but it's getting there. It's starting to get there now. And since you're foot to foot with it, it's not going to move on its turn. So it is going to immediately slam its fist down on you again. Hopefully I don't get 6 stone points again. 14 hits you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting. 15 damage.
Oh,
I brace for this one, but it's not enough. But I don't get knocked down this time.
It's weird. This, like, you guys are tearing it apart. It doesn't feel pain, and it's just doing full, just big punches to you every time. It's,
So that's
Boy.
11 after armor, right?
I don't know what your armor is. Is it 4?
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's 4.
No, okay. Then yes. Uh-oh. Wow. Vampire bites. Wow.
nice.
It's going to walk back into the center of the room. It's going to slam its fist down into the ground. Boom! And it's going to come up with rocks all over its body again, re-upping its armor. All
Makes
thanks
sense.
to a Game Master power-up. Thank you, Vampire Bites, for giving him his armor back.
He's bringing armor back.
And I also slyly moved him to the center of the circle. But yeah, and I did all of it as a free action because of the audience having power. Aaron, you've been booned.
Thank you.
Gary, you've been booned. It's funny, Vampire Bites tried to kill you all, and then Penguin's trying to save you. Corbinian also booned. Alright, so that was its turn. Hazar, back to you, sir.
Well, I can only do that once per encounter, so it's not coming for me, so dazzling it's pointless. Willpower's come up, that's not a thing. It's like on the other side of that bridge. I'm gonna move 10 closer to it. 10 yards closer. How far away am I from it?
How far away are you from it? So it's halfway it's in the middle of the circle, so 15. 15 yards.
15 yards after I move to 10?
Oh, you moved the 10, then 5.
Oh, I will kind of hold my, oh no, the spear will be on my back.
They try to do a cool thing? You can do a cool thing.
Oh no, I'm thinking. I think I might be able to do this within the means. See, it's 5.
Yeah, you're only 5 away. They use 15, you move 10, and he's 5. Yeah.
With my major action, I charge the remainder distance.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to slam it. I'm just smacking into it. It's more like a brawling attack, which now I have to look up how much damage that is. But it's a brawling attack, but it's more trying to just draw its attention away from Temo.
If you want to just push him, you can do a stunt attack.
I'm trying to generate stunt points.
Yeah, do a stunt attack, and then you can use skirmish. And if you actually generate stunt points, then you get extra. So.
Okay, so I believe.
Hi, Eric Jackson.
Hello, Eric Jackson.
Oh, shoot.
Eric Jackson is my friend, and he paints me, and he's really, really good. Eric Jackson.
Oh, it's accuracy. That's good.
Yeah, come join our chat, and we'll say your name in ASMR.
Yeah, and I might sing it. I might. It depends if I like you or not. I like Eric, so sing Eric's name. You know who didn't get their name sung? The person who came in here and gave this game master a damn power up. No, I'm just kidding. Vampire Bites got a whole moment as well. Thank you for subscribing, Vampire
Love
Bites.
Vampire
You
Bites. Love show.
Yeah.
So 13
That
because of
hits.
the charge.
Yeah.
So I didn't generate any stunt points naturally, so the
But you still get
stunt.
1.
So I get.
So you can knock him back 2 yards.
I'll knock him back 2 yards because I
Okay.
was trying to.
So that puts him 13 yards away from the edge. Alrighty, Cedric. 'tis your turn, my friend.
I quick reloaded last time.
Yeah, so you can shoot now.
I'm already ready to go. I will aim. That gives me all my kit and caboodle. I actually built myself a little quick version of this now with aim and buffs on my list. So I've been saying I get a +2 damage, but that's not the case. I add an extra d6 if my dexterity's higher.
Oh,
okay.
right, yeah.
That's even better.
So it's 3d6 plus 5. So here goes my shot first with all my buffs.
I think that hits. God.
A 22? Does a 22 hit? Yeah, it hits.
22 hit.
Yes.
So I have +7. That's why it's the 22.
That's pretty good.
And then
Good
I do
golly.
16 damage to the
16
feller.
damage. He has his armor back. It almost didn't matter there.
I'm still confirming all these numbers are right, but I'm double checking, making sure this seems all right to me. But I didn't get a stun point, so I don't quick reload, so that's what I'll be doing next.
Sadly. Yeah.
I give you more if I could. Vampire bites. Yeah, so you slam another bolt home. You find your way through the armor. You definitely hurt this thing again. It stumbles back. It's starting to look a little worse for wear. It's hard to tell on a construct, but you can definitely see the damage. Its armor is kind of piecemeal now. And it's just, it looks like it's seen better days. Temo Bap.
So I'm standing it, squared off with it. As y'all's shots are pressing on this construct, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out one of my throwing axes and pull up in a defensive posture. I'm just gonna use my turn to defend, actually.
Are you hurt?
And I'm gonna sort of like, come on, you training dummy. You oversized training dummy. What else? Because I'm hurt, yeah. But also want to just kind of take some of the heat. So that's gonna add a +4 to my defense.
It's not bad. You're not too far away from it. Alrighty. It's gonna go. Harzar, you're right there though, huh?
Yeah, I'm the one that
Alrighty.
just shoved it.
It's gonna walk up to you. Oh boy, it's gonna hold you down. It's gonna shove its fist down your fucking throat.
Has to hit me first.
It definitely hit you.
It could have rolled all ones.
It
Here, let
did.
me see your dice real quick.
No.
No reason. Just hand them over. Just mail them here. I'll roll them for you. Don't
There
worry
you
about
go. Mail you my dice. That'd be pretty fun.
it. Hey, everybody, we have to hold up for like 2 to 6 weeks as it gets here.
You get slammed into the ground just like Temo did earlier, and you slide across it after taking.
If you guys want to be the first ever play by mail live stream, where we all
No.
log in and open our letters and then write letters back to each other and don't say anything and then send them back, I'm in. That's good.
I mean, there are RPGs for that.
Hey, Harzar, man. No.
Oh yeah, that's like
no hard
invisible.
feelings. 21.
You mean 18?
No, I mean 21. Oh, did you have armor?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, this fish just boom! It just catches you like full in the sternum. Perfect, beautiful.
Ow.
And you get tossed to the ground and slam across it, sliding towards Pemo. You crumple up on the floor. And it just starts walking towards you again. But as soon as Temo is like the closest, it'll start walking towards her. Hazar, it is your turn, my friend. Minor action to stand. Or something like that.
I might not.
You don't have to. Yeah, you could shoot from prone.
I'd have to reload first.
Oh, The action, yeah.
I'm gonna grab my I'm gonna let my I want to do that because it could kick it away. It's not that smart, but it might do it anyway, and that would be a very expensive thing to replace. Scroll down, book. Scroll down. Thank you.
Trying to think of a shenanigan to do. What kind of attacks can you do?
Shooting or throwing my spear. The problem is if I throw my spear, I'm letting my musket be away from me. And
I thought you had dragon attacks too.
No. No. That's a different ability. That's a thing Drax can have, but I don't have it. I have the I have the magic thing instead.
I thought you took fire breath.
Almost did. It was fire breath or the magic resistance.
Magic resistance is pretty cool.
Oh, I'm smart. Stun attacks give you 2 stun points, and I could have reloaded my gun. Oh well, that's fine.
Oh, they give you 2?
Yeah. Which, oh well, I was right there. I could have seen it. I didn't. I am. You know what? I'm gonna use part of my move to get up. I'm gonna move a little bit further, but I'm gonna move I'm gonna try to keep me and the body. I'm gonna keep Tim ahead of me, and I'm going to major reload my musket.
Okay. You reload your musket. You take up a defensive position in front of Temo.
Well, behind.
Behind Temo. Okay. Yeah. Cedric. You see your friends are kind of cornered, and the creature approaches.
I realized how many possibilities there are for the different types of rolls I do with long range and short range and the different pluses and minuses and stuff. So I just made so many different pre-roll combinations for my weapon because sometimes I have more decks and sometimes I don't, and it's just going to be easier to have these things pre-rolled. So this thing, I do have more decks than it.
Yes.
And it's not close, because if it's close, I do extra damage. So for me, it's not close on hard way.
Correct.
So with aim, I'd say how this is a reload turn. See you later.
You have to reload.
Yeah, this is straight up a reload turn. I'm gonna get closer though. Now that I realize I get a +2 damage for getting closer, it's getting closer to Temo. It was about to kick her off the edge. Things are getting a little more dire than they were 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll close in. I'm reloading. I'm getting closer. I'm about to blast this thing right in between the gears, basically.
Yeah. Absolutely. Temo, it is your turn. Death approaches.
Death approaches. I'm just reviewing the minor actions because there's the different defensive minor actions. So I'm going to stand fast. I'm going to do my best to keep my footing no matter what this creature does with a minor action. And then I will come in for... Actually, I'll throw that throwing axe I was holding. We're going to go ahead and throw that.
Excellent.
Get my hand freed up for my axe. That is a 12.
That's it.
Perfect. For 11 on damage.
11's not bad.
So another axe comes hurtling through the air.
This one, you notice it definitely hits him, but it gets wedged in this new stone armor that it's created. But you do damage, so don't worry.
I ready my axe. I stand fast. That's my turn.
What does defensive posture do?
So stand fast. You brace yourself to counter your foe's tricks and tactics until your next turn. When an enemy wants to affect you with basic combat stunts or other stunts that would move you or injure you, they must spend 1 SP to get past your guard before spending additional SP.
Gotcha. It makes it harder to skirmish you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, it helps you with saving you from piercing and other lethal blow. That could be the difference between lethal blow happening and it not happening.
Yeah.
What's your defense?
My defense is 12.
Alrighty. So it comes up and it slams its fist down right where you are. but you move back slightly, and it punches the ground in front of you. Fortunately, he does not have more than one attack. Corbinian, Harzar. You look at the fist embedded in the ground at what was almost a dead Temo.
With a musketeer's drilled discipline, I just square up, aim, poof.
Nice.
That's a hit. Yeah, that's a hit. 6 stun points.
Oh my
Hell
god!
Yeah. You put the gun right up to its face. Boom!
Friggin' pierce armor.
Okay, pierce armor. So its armor's halved.
Um, rapid reload.
Okay. Good.
And it's pretty far from the edge, so I can't do that.
The edge is behind you, so yeah.
Can you just theoretically, could you rapid reload and then do a lightning attack? Would it work like that?
I could. I'm worried it's defense. Its armor's just gonna soak when I'm throwing at it.
Shoot,
I could rapid reload and shoot again, though. That is a
Yeah.
thing you can do. Yep.
you can do that.
Yes, I know.
Be sick.
Pierce, lightning. Well, rapid reload, pierce, lightning.
Yeah, the pierce would carry over to the next attack too. Because the wording, I believe, is like this turn or something.
Target's armors have versus your attack. So technically, lightning attack wouldn't benefit because it's a secondary.
That's fair.
Because in theory, you could shoot another target. It wouldn't be
That's
necessarily the
true.
same guy.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, blast this chump, dog.
No. You know what? I'm actually going to defensive stance, pierce, rapid reload.
Okay.
Just in case I draw its aggro. $15.
So you raise your gun to this thing. You blast it right through what is its head, and it goes limp and falls to the ground. Whoa, that's a lot of bits, Vampire Bites.
Woo!
Thanks for
Woo.
the how many is that? 1,500 bits.
Thank you.
They're pride bits too, which makes them even more valuable. At least this
Hell
month.
yeah.
But also
And every month. What are you
always-
talking about?
Always.
Damn, yeah, that's busted, John.
So it's probably like fire, rapid reload, immediately as he's falling, it's like
Yeah, that was close.
bang.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was
I
so
reload
close to
again.
dying. It was so close to dying, but you guys got scared and stopped attacking so much, and I was like, "No, you're so close." But yeah,
Well,
this
two of
thing
us have
goes down.
major actions to reload when we biff it. It's like,
Yeah,
we
that's
basically
really
have a dead turn.
interesting. That two of you have dead turns. It's definitely interesting. So yeah, this thing collapses to the ground. You see the imp, like crawl out of it, but it has a bullet wound through its chest, and it expires on the ground as well.
Stomp, 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 stomp. And just heavy breathing.
The other imp lands on Aaron's shoulder. About time. Wow.
Reload.
Would have been nice to know that that was coming up.
Oh, I didn't know.
Cock hammer back.
How was I supposed to know he was going to activate the Guardian?
Disappear.
It would have been nice to know the Guardian existed.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably true. Hindsight. He'll look like his voice is like there's a lesson, life lesson for us. But hey, you know what I can do though? and he's gonna fly over the little opening through those bars. He's gonna touch something, and the bars will open.
Oh, like on the far
On
side.
the far side. There's no bridge to it, but the door is open now on that side. Why don't you come take a look, Pemo? Or Temo?
There's a slight gap.
I guess that
between
does
us.
count for something. I'll come take a look.
See,
Hold on. Hold on. Before you walk into the abyss.
No, not gonna. Is it like
It's
a
about.
threshold?
It's like It's about a oh shit, Gary disappeared. It's about a 10-yard leap, I think. Across.
I'll walk to the edge of it. Mm-hmm. No, of course not without Harzar.
You can make it. That's what the imp says, I think.
You might want to take a good, I don't know, 5 minutes to catch your breath. You look like you got beat up. Who knows what's ahead of us?
Oh, come on, it's right here. He'll be like beckoning you forward.
I'm taking a 5 minute. I don't know what you're doing.
You take a fiver. Does that give you?
No,
back?
that's just him. That's him chatting with Temo. It's like, I'm sitting still for a minute. I got hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, we're not in a rush, but
This is what you came
we
for,
do have to
Timo.
see where this goes.
This is why you're here.
What is that supposed to mean?
Now he just smiles.
Whoopsie. Right.
Okay, you take a second with Cedric. I'll be right back. I can get back and forth across this. It's just a short leap.
You're probably pretty good jumping, huh?
I mean,
Yeah,
you have high
I'm
strength,
pretty
right?
tall. I've got high strength. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me. I feel like athletics is still a thing, or might. I think.
I have both.
Yeah, do one of those.
No, I should have done athletics.
That's not great. You have a boon.
Oh, I do have a boon.
You have a boon.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna send that.
Yeah, you got 11. It's not great. All right, that's
Okay.
better. That is
13. I have 2 boons. I could make it
Yeah, you
even
can
more.
reroll the other
better.
one if you want to.
Bam! That is.
You
what
get
is
some
that?
points
13,
now.
14. It's 16 with 3 sum points.
You run. You sail through the air like only a satyr can. You're not really a satyr. You're a goat person, but like only a goat person can. You'll land. It's sort of like it's still this prismatic stone. It's very beautiful, but you know it's because it was carved by dark magic.
Can I see my companions if I look back?
Yeah, you still see them.
Okay. I do like be back in 5. I'm just gonna kind of take a couple more steps in that direction.
So you walk in. It's not a very big room, but there is a sort of like a bust in the middle on a pedestal. It is a demon's head. It's very old looking, but it has horns and its mouth is open, and the imp crawls up to it. And he like looks inside its mouth, and he looks at you. Go ahead.
Go ahead, what?
He'll look at its mouth.
You want me to crawl in there? Like,
No, you could never. He does this.
I look in its mouth. It's just like,
It's really dark in there. You can't see.
all right, no, this has got to be a trick.
I'll look at you. It's up to you.
I look back at the others.
I picked up the torch by this point, kind of just standing there, and rolling my shoulders.
You see them milling about over there.
And Temo knows this is the wrong choice. She should be back there, actually. Watching her charge, that is, after all, what she's here for.
Oh yeah, this is a terrible decision.
But
I can still hit you from here.
Says that there's something here for her, and it's not just the imp.
And he's looking at you, and he's nodding like he can hear what you're thinking. Yeah.
Just Ozzy Osbourne.
And I reached my left hand into the thing. No, it's just the hand I choose for this.
Choose your left hand. That's fine. You stick your hand in there. It goes down a ways. A lot deeper than you expect. But as soon as your arm's in there, chomp! The demon bites your arm.
And, yeah,
You
I'm
start
trying
struggling.
to get that free.
You start struggling.
Yeah.
Your imp's like, hey, calm down. Calm down. It's okay. It's all going to be fine.
My, nose are flaring. What?
Only
What
a,
did
only a
you
mortal
get
like
me
you
into?
can reach your arm in there. I could smell it as soon as we met. There's something not quite right about you, isn't there, Temo? He like kind of sneaks closer, on top, like he's like right there on your shoulder, like right face to face. Something different about this one. Smelt it right away.
Back off.
You feel a searing pain in
know
your
what you're-
left hand. She's fading.
Talking
out.
about. I'm back.
Are you back?
I froze. Yes.
Okay.
When it crawls forward, I say, back off. You don't know what you're talking about.
Of course I do. We can always smell our own. Something demon about you.
So that's what that is. What's been this whole thing done at the temple. Why I noticed it. This thing won't get off.
We can sense our own, yes. But you'll feel he'll like touch he'll like pet the demon's head, and you'll feel a searing pain in your hand, burning. It hurts a lot, like 10 out of 10. You probably scream. Hey, you hear this, Harzar?
Yeah. Yeah, just enjoy looking at the stonework of the floor. Just give me a minute. And so leave our dwarven friend in his stupor. No, he's probably doing something dark and cool.
I don't know what happened to him.
It's in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is there more that magically smooth stone?
Yeah, everywhere.
That's hard to. Oh, but
You hear a scream. But very soon after, your arm is released from the mouth.
Yeah, I fall out of it.
hey, you're right over there.
You see her fall on the ground holding her arm, and your hand's smoking. In your palm, you see embedded a bright red stone.
Is there like markings on my hands, like damage or like weird veins or something coming around it, or is it like?
No, I mean it looks like kind of burnt, but like it's healing already. And you see this gem in your hand.
I'm holding my arm, and I kind of close my fingers over my palm, and I shout back, Yeah, I think I'm okay. Just one of the imp's tricks.
I produce my musket. I start aiming
No.
in that direction.
It's okay. Nothing against the contract.
Oh snap! What's up, Defoob? Thank you for the raiding party. Right at the end of the stream. But hey, I'll pay it forward. We'll go raid somebody else. But yeah. Wait, thanks for being here. Sorry, I got all kerfuffled. Oh wow, thanks for the follows, all that good stuff. What's up, Colorfly? What's up, DFoob? Miss you guys. Love you guys. Y'all are the best. Yeah, that's a big raid. Thanks, guys. We appreciate it. But yeah, Tembo, you have the gem from the demon statue embedded in your palm.
That's how Ultima 1 starts.
The imp looks at it and looks at you and goes, I think this is going to be fun. It kind of starts chuckling. He's going to crawl up on your shoulder like your buddy. Hazar, you look on as your friend's hand steams and smokes. And yeah, that's where we are going to call it for tonight. Yeah, I hope you guys have fun with the fun. Yeah,
yes.
For $5.99 a month, it could be fun. No,
glad you guys liked it. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for being here. I'll pay the raid forward so it's not like wasted. I'll start looking for somebody right away. But this has been Fantasy Age from Green Ronin Publishing, 2nd edition. Check out Green Ronin. Check out all the stuff they do. Use the affiliate code Fresh Out the Box at checkout to get a discount and help the channel out at the same time. I have been the board game guru and game master extraordinaire Jahananan. You can check us out every Wednesday and Thursday doing Fantasy Age and Modern Age, sometimes painting miniatures on our various streams. Check out our YouTube, our Facebook, come join our Discord channel, and most of all, just stay fresh.
And I've been AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can follow me at ElectricMet_CHSR. You can also follow me here on Twitch under Corbinian. If you want to know what I'm up to, what I'm doing, there's a variety of links that are attached to my Twitter. Check it out there, and you'll see more. But in the short term, I can tell you that on Saturday, I will be doing a Traveler 5 session where we are going to be doing more adventures in the far future. And apparently smuggle ancient artifacts, and nothing bad will ever happen.
Of course. Hi folks, it's me, Aaron Bamier. I am known out there also as Aaron Dippity Doo. I write and make games for Adventure Sling Productions. We have a crowdfund that just launched yesterday, actually, for our new Varden TTRPG, which someone recently coined it as Earthpunk, which I thought was kind of cool. It's it's a non-medieval fantasy setting with a D4 base that we built from the ground up, honestly. So I'm pretty proud of it. I think it's pretty cool. You can check it out on GameFound, or you can just go to adventuresling.com. Otherwise, you can see me here on Thursday nights with more Temo Tab. Get my own name wrong.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Yeah, check it out at adventuresling.com. Go do that. I already backed, so make sure that you do the same.
Or else.
But yeah, stick around for the raid, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.